is kind of what we're looking for. Isn't that neat? That's a little tiny guy.
I was just chilling eating my breakfast and this blue jay decided to come and join me. Super cute. I couldn't even believe it. He's just chilling, snacking on some oatmeal that I left on the table. Here's the entrance, guys. We're about ready to go into Bryce Canyon. Welcome to Elley Knows Rocks, everybody. Today we're exploring Bryce Canyon and all the surrounding areas. So thank you so much for being part of this adventure, and let's go see what we find.
Y'all know that it's really cold for me when it's 34 degrees. And I forgot my cuvette that I had bought in Greenland. I'm wishing so bad I had it right now.
This was a bummer to find out that I had my camera on speed mode while doing this, but I made my coffee, my breakfast, and I got going.
I'm so grateful for heated seats right now. Anyways, I've got to get going. And we are about to drive through Bryce Canyon. Yeah, it's exciting, so here we go. Also, I will add before I get going, drinking coffee and having warm oatmeal in the morning with nowhere to go to the bathroom it is a challenge right now. Like, yeah. And today the campgrounds are closed. That was awesome that we made it here like just in time, just enough time to be here for the night. Otherwise, I have no idea where I would have camped. I would have figured it out, but this was much easier. There it is. You can see we're here. I'm gonna drive to a good vantage point, and I don't know where that is. Okay, so the visitor center is there. So I just need to go out here so that I can look this direction. I parked way back there. I'm walking up to a place called Sunrise Point. I always love seeing these places for the first time because I never know what to expect. Boy, my hair's crazy today. I guess it works. We're in Bryce Canyon. Isn't that cool? Look how fantastic it is. It is stunning. So we're walking around for a little bit here, but we have to keep making our way to Colorado. But for now, we get to see how beautiful this landscape is. I can see why you'd want to be here at sunrise.
I believe that it is one of the most important things when you're coming up upon one of these beautiful areas in anticipation, that once you get there, you stop and you really take it all in. There's so much beauty and so much for your eye to absorb. It's really hard to put into words, but the feeling can never be taken away. Let's talk about the geology of Bryce Canyon. It's freaking cool, right? Well, for starters, those little points that you're seeing are called HOODOO'S. Now, the reason that they're there is because we have some rock types going on in the form of limestones, sandstones, siltstones, dolomites, and mudstones. And each rock type erodes at a different rate because of how hard it is. And this is what shapes the HOODOO'S into these really unique formations. The limestone, siltstone, sandstone, and dolomite are the hardest of the rocks, and the mudstone is the softest of these rocks. The mudstone makes up the most narrow portion of the hoodoo. And as the mudstone starts to erode, it forms almost a stucco-like protective coating around the hoodoo, preventing wind from eroding the hoodoo. Now, let's talk a little bit about how hoodoos are formed. You would think, since this area looks like it gets a lot of wind, that they would be forming from wind erosion, right? Other particles of sand in an arid area hitting something and eroding it. Well, that's incorrect. Water and ice are what create these erosional features. Bryce Canyon experiences really hot temperatures and really freezing temperatures. You might be asking, how can ice and water actually do all of this? Since these are sedimentary rocks, there are pore spaces in between each grain. As water rains down, the water seeps into these tiny spaces, and when it starts to freeze, it expands. And as it expands, it starts the erosional process, known as ice wedging. This starts to break apart the rock, first in wall sheets, then in windows, and then in fully formed hoodoos.
Probably go down just to that little area over there, and then hike over to another point, probably that direction, just so I can get a good overview of everything. Look at that, guys. Isn't that cool? It's warmed up enough that I can take off my jacket because it's boiling. No, it's still actually freezing.
About 140 million years ago, during the Cretaceous period, the oldest rocks in Bryce Canyon, which are the gray-brown rocks, were deposited. These were deposited over time in varying thicknesses due to great seaways that extended to the northwest. The pink cliffs that Bryce Canyon is known for were created approximately 60 to 40 million years ago, when the highlands to the west eroded into shallow basins. And iron-rich, limey sediments deposited in beds through a series of lakes and streams. And these became the red rocks of the Clarion Formation. This gave the hoodoos their beautiful signature pink color. I ended up finding one of those squish-a-penny machines, so I totally got a squished penny of Bryce Canyon. Small things make you happy.
All right, guys, so we are checking the tires right now on my car because the gauges keep going off. But we have left Bryce Canyon. I did squish a penny, so I have that. And then I also got a geologic benchmarker patch for my backpack. I got a Bryce Canyon sticker. And then, of course, I love just the benchmarkers themselves, so I have a geologic benchmarker magnet. And then I got a tank top. And it turns out that I did a lot of videos today in time-lapse of what was going on. But I should have enough on my phone. But I'm kind of bummed. Hopefully they turn out okay. I feel like a dummy right now, but oh well.
Even though I ended up doing a lot of time-lapse video on my Insta360, I got plenty of footage on my phone to cover Bryce Canyon.
Okay, officially we are an hour behind. The tire thing was kind of a disaster. And all in all, though, the tires were not as low as they could have been, thank goodness. They were all just a few pounds low. That's it. But it's okay. It just freaked me out. Better be safe than sorry. And I mean, they only hold 35 pounds anyway, so I gotta give them all they can. Anyways, the thing wasn't working, and it was actually letting air out of my tires when I was testing it. But the nice guy there at the shop helped me out, which I was very grateful for. So, yay, we are back on the road. Just left the beautiful, beautiful Red Canyon area, said goodbye there. And now I'm getting on the 89, and I am headed towards Green River. Now, I believe that Green River is the place in, from 50 Goes West, where they reference that. If not, then that's okay, but I did have a cat named Tiger in honor of the cat from the 50 movies, American Tail and 50 Goes West. So I liked them as a kid, and yeah, anyways. It's too bad we can't go to Zion this time. That would have been amazing. I'm gonna have to do this another time as well. I think in the springtime would be a great time to go to Arches, because I was going to stop by Arches on this trip, but I don't think that's gonna happen just because I'm not gonna have the time. So we're gonna head out, follow our directions for however long we follow directions for. It's about 3 hours to Green River. So I think unless something amazing happens in between now and then,
I will check in when we get there because we will be looking for agate when we get there. Okay, so we're taking a slight detour at the moment. I got off in Salina and we're going to make a quick trip, hopefully, to find some Wonderstone. It's really pretty, it's multicolored here. Any vehicle can get there. So we're going to, literally, it's like 6-7 miles from where I'm at right now. So just a quick detour, and fingers crossed we get some cool rockhounding in. Color everywhere. All of the hills have color all over the place. Oh my goodness sake. So right now we're going down. We're going to turn and go underneath of the 70 here. And this is going to pop us out on the other side where hopefully we can find some Wonderstone. The directions just slightly. It said if you don't find anything going to the right, then go to the left. I thought it said go to the left and then the right, and there's a fork up here basically by a sign, and so but I just went the wrong way. But this is what the road looks like. It's very doable. I mean, I am in a very low clearance vehicle, guys. You've seen the vehicle. But they literally do mean anybody can go down here. So we're gonna go right down here. There was a sign right over there. See, we're just being very gentle, Dan. I promise I'm being very gentle with the car, I swear. Because it's got to get me to and from. Anyway, so we're gonna go up here. We're looking for a lodge, and it says there'll be a nice place to park. And I'm finding this from this book right here. You know, these places have already been discovered in an area that I am unfamiliar with. So getting a book like that for people that love rockhounding, it really is one of the best ways to explore a new area. All right, we're almost there. I am here. I am parked. Not the only one. Surprising. So I'm gonna head up this little hill and see what's up there. Almost looks like a picture. That's pretty. It could be cool. I'm sure there's a hot spot where this layer actually like propagates from. So, and it's just rhyolite. What? We'll walk up there. That layer looks like where people have been digging the most. So hopefully we'll find some luck up there. I think this is a good detour, because I don't think we're going to be able to make it to the Petrified Woods site. So this is in lieu of that. Oh! No. That's just the way the magnesium has stained it like that. False alarm. I thought it was one of like concentric circles. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you're getting like multicolored of iron and oxides. And this is when you hope somebody dug something out of the ground. It was really spectacular, and then dropped it. I know I'm bad. Lots of pockets have been dug everywhere. The whole seam. Figure this out and start finding a pocket of something. I'm just surface collecting. Some of it's really pretty, some of it's interesting. Like, there might be some really good patterns in it once it's clean or polished or cut, maybe. I mean, You see the lines? So that could look really cool if I do it right. Such a tiny piece, but those are great layers. This rhyolite is fantastic stuff. Like, it will shine up really nice if you give it a chance. It's hard enough of a rock and high silica content. This one could be cool. That could be really neat. Oh, look at that piece. Wow. You'll be so surprised what these look like when they get water on them. Oh my gosh. Those lines. Ooh, that one. And you kind of cut and polish them this way. You know, just trim them into shape if you're gonna do any polishing with them. I think I have enough right now. I can throw my rock tumbler. And for those of you that are cringing, going, no, I won't throw them all in there. But a good chunk of them are gonna go in there because what else am I gonna do with them? Sit there and polish each and every one of them? Nope. Look at this. You might be able to see it there. See how pretty that is? That is gonna look awesome when it's cut, polished. It's not very thick, so you gotta be super careful, but pretty cool, huh? Oh. Right, what time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock. I gotta head back to the car. I need to start rolling out, unfortunately. I knew I'd only be able to spend a little bit of time here, but I still have quite a ways to drive. And I'm gonna stop in Green River, like I said, and try to look for some agate. All good things must come to an end. Or sometimes. Or just be postponed till later. I hope you guys have enjoyed the agate. No, geez. Hope you guys have enjoyed looking for Wonderstone. Now off to our next stop. All right, I've pulled over real quick on the side of the road to look for agate and possibly jasper. It says to go toward small foothills and that kind of thing. So I am just looking around, hoping that I can find some of this agate. And literally, it's right off of the 24 and the 70. So my eyes are peeled. This is just a really quick stop, literally couple minutes tops. So we have a little broken open geode looking guy here. Cool little geode, don't get me wrong. And a lot of these areas take a little bit of time, right, to look at. No, that's a conglomerate. And that's like a concretion there. Sometimes those can be promising. Ooh, there's agate. There you go. That's pretty agate, huh? Yeah, I think so. I did walk around a little bit longer after I found this piece, but really, what I found here versus the description on the blog that I had read is extremely different. So I decided to take off. This is the stuff that we found up on the hill. I might have gone a little bit overboard. Just a tad. This should look cool as we squirt it off, though. Some of them will be amazing to cab. Some of them will look cool in a tumbler. These are the Wonderstone that I'm gonna go and try to cut and shape. Here's what I've cut and shaped, and now we're gonna get them on the slant cab and see what we can make. These are just a few of the pieces I selected from that giant pile because I don't have enough time to polish all of them. But I'm gonna put them on the slant cab just to start to shape them and give them just a rough go over. You can see once they start to be shaped and polished how pretty those lines are. They kind of look like little pieces of wood. But Wonderstone can come in so many different variety of colors. We are headed into Colorado wine country. We are going to Palisade. I'm going to be staying at the Wine Country Inn. So Palisade is the heart of the Colorado wine country. This vineyard is amazing and awesome, and there is a lot of geology that goes into why the soil works so well and produces such great vintage of grapes. So tomorrow we're going to learn all about that. I am about 4 miles away from my exit to get off onto, and then I'm going to check into the beautiful inn, and I'm taking you guys along with me. I am really excited about this. I am a VIP guest, so that is super thrilling. So I can't wait to show you guys how awesome this is. Oh, cool. People are just like parked alongside the road. Like, looks like they're doing geology things. Anyways, we're gonna do the stuff. We're gonna do all the things, and we're almost there. And so I've got to go so that I can follow directions. This has been a beautiful little hike today. Beautiful hoodoos everywhere. Can't beat this, it's phenomenal. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this adventure. And I'll see you on the next one. Here we go.